This is News at 6 on WCJB TV 20, your local station.
Columbia County Sheriff's deputies are now investigating a dead body that was found today around noon.
Investigators say a resident found the body near Fort White, and TV 20's Francesca Stewart is live in Columbia County with the latest details. Francesca?
I just finished speaking with the Sheriff's Office spokesperson who tells me that the body wasn't just lying on the side of the road, it was actually wrapped inside of a tarp. A resident had been walking near Ichnestuckney Springs where she discovered the body and then contacted police. The Suwannee County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene but also contacted the Columbia County Sheriff's Office as where the body was located, it was actually on Columbia's jurisdiction. Now at this time, the body has been identified as a male in his late 20s and the body will be transported to the medical examiner's office in Jacksonville for an autopsy where the cause of death will be determined. For now, I'll have more details tonight at 11. For now, I'm reporting live in Columbia County, Francesca Stewart, TV 20 News.
Meanwhile, in Melrose, a body found yesterday in a canal near Big Lake, Santa Fe has been identified. Alachua County Sheriff's deputies say it was 19-year-old Matthew Seymour. Preliminary autopsy reports show no trauma or injuries to his body. Investigators are now waiting on toxicology reports to come back to help determine the cause of Seymour's death.
In Marion County, 2 men are behind bars tonight after an armed home invasion robbery in the Marion Oaks subdivision of Ocala. Sheriff's deputies say that 20-year-old Carlos Davis and 22-year-old Devarius Jackson were arrested after entering a home on Marion Oaks Lane just before 3 o'clock this morning. Davis and Jackson are accused of pointing a gun at the owner and then stealing her phone before leaving. It took help from the Department of Corrections to find them after a search in the Summer Glen neighborhood of Ocala.
The Sheriff's Office also arrested 3 in connection with a shooting that happened on Sunday at the Silver Spring Shores community. The Marion County Sheriff's Office has arrested 19-year-old Christian Sanchez, 19-year-old Daryl Hester, and 17-year-old Michael Webb after they say Sanchez shot a man in the chest after an argument. Deputies say they responded to a call about a shooting on Bahia Loop and found the victim, who was able to direct them towards surveillance video that showed the 3 suspects shooting him before running off. A Sheriff's Office helicopter was able to find the 3. They were booked into jail this morning. The victim's condition is unknown. The resentencing trial of Michael Bargo is in its 4th day today.
Bargo is in court to try and convince a new jury to change his death row sentence that was originally given to him in 2013 for the murder of Seth Jackson in Summerfield. TV 20's Julia Lowley was in the Marion County courtroom today and joins us live to tell us who the jury heard from.
Today, the jury heard from a variety of mental illness experts, including clinical psychologist Hyman Eisenstein. He spent several hours examining Bargo after Seth Jackson's murder. He told the jury the number of illnesses Bargo had been diagnosed with throughout his young life, including anxiety, depression, bipolar, and schizoaffective disorder. Eisenstein believes that Bargo chose the wrong direction in his life. Even in his current interactions with Bargo, Eisenstein says he can still see the impacts of his mental illness.
He paces in his cell nonstop. He has a tremendous amount of anxiety, and he is restless.
Court has finally ended for the day. It's expected that court proceedings will wrap up tomorrow. Both sides have rested, and tomorrow there will be closing statements. Reporting from the Marion County Courthouse, Julia Lowdy, TV 20 News.
New tonight in Alachua County, State Attorney Bill Cervone has now announced indictments in the Montez Davis murder case. A grand jury is indicting 20-year-old James Boykins Jr. and 29-year-old Marika Allen. Both of them were indicted on first-degree premeditated murder after 31-year-old Montez Davis was killed and another victim was shot in March outside the 8th Avenue food store that's also known as the Slab. Boykins and Allen are now facing other indictments. They will be arraigned to face trial.
An investigation is underway tonight after a man was shot and killed inside a Gainesville restaurant over the weekend.
It happened early Sunday at the Waffle House on Newberry Road. TV 20's David Jones has newly released 911 calls from the scene.
The first calls from this Waffle House started coming in around 3 o'clock Sunday morning. A fight had broken out and a man was shot and killed inside.
We had several large groups up and down Newberry Road that evening, and this group of folks were still there in the Waffle House, refusing to leave, and ultimately that's when the altercation ensued.
It started when two men got into a verbal argument inside. 25-year-old Ezekiel Hicks went outside to get a gun.
At least one bystander tries to stop him from going back inside the business, but he makes his way inside, shortly thereafter getting into a physical fight with the victim. During the course of that physical fight, he takes the gun from his pants and shoots the victim.
Dude in the green shirt with really big dude in the green shirt with dreads came in, shot some dude in the head and ran away.
Deputies responded and arrested Hicks nearby for the murder of 41-year-old Craig Brewer. ASO is still looking for a motive. The whole incident was caught on unreleased surveillance video from inside the restaurant, which was back open as early as Sunday afternoon. Hicks is facing 2 charges, first-degree murder and the unlicensed carry of a concealed weapon, and that surveillance video was sent to the state attorney's office, where it's now being held as evidence. Reporting in Gainesville, David Jones, TV 20 News.
Let's take a first look at the weather now for north central Florida. If you have outdoor plans this evening, you may need to change them just a little.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Quinn is here to tell us about a little rain out there.
Well, you had the sun early today. The showers and storms moving to the east, but another batch of rain coming in from the west. And it's approaching the west coast. It'll be moving inland here in just a short bit. You can see how a bit of sunshine managed to warm things up, get those showers and storms going. A little sea breeze action, and that's going to continue to move off towards the east with time. As we head through the next couple of hours, we have another line coming in from the west coast. Strongest storms are from Jacksonville down to St. Augustine, and also in areas near Palatka. You can see the 3D view of these storms with the higher cloud tops, the higher storm tops moving just to the west of St. Augustine. They'll be moving offshore here shortly. The stronger storms, which were down near Palatka, they have weakened quite a bit, but we're still looking at some showers and storms moving in from the south in Lake County and Sumter County and Volusia County. Those will be moving off towards the north here into southeastern Marion County in just a short bit. So be aware there's still a chance of some stronger thunderstorms in southern Marion County. The light rainfall and moderate rain coming in from the Gulf Coast. Here's your forecast for your Tuesday. 82 degrees, southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. We're expected to see those temperatures remain pretty warm back into the low 80s, and then cooling off after the rainfall moves in later on in the day. There we go with the rain chances up to about 50 or 60% by about noontime.
Alachua City leaders are hoping to take a step forward in building the new San Velasco Parkway. The state granted the city money to build the road last year. CHW was hired to design it. The parkway will run between County Road 241 east to Progress Park. The lowest bid to construct the road, though, was more than the city had left to spend. City council members will vote tonight on a proposal to have city staffers negotiate with the lowest bidder, Osteen Brothers, to see if they can lower the price. They hope to construct the parkway this summer.
Alachua County and the city of Archer are currently holding a special meeting at this hour at Archer City Hall. They're discussing Archer Road just west of Levy County, but they also want to talk about the continuation of the Rails to Trails, specifically the claim deeding of the donated CSX rail right-of-way, Alachua County property that's in Archer. There will be public comment for both topics, and the meeting is not being televised.
The city of Newberry is raising red flags over a new utility scam. Residents are reportedly receiving calls from a scammer posing as a city employee, demanding money, or else the residents' utility services will be shut off. Anyone wondering about the authenticity of a call or email from the city of Newberry can contact the city for more information.
Coming up next, we certainly love our little furry friends, and we want to keep them safe.
We'll tell you how you can protect them from the heat when the TV 20 News at 6 returns.